Cousins, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody is having a good one. We are officially in our schedule. Um, Leave me some roses in the chat so let me know y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, let me know if y'all can hear me because I tried a new microphone and I don't know if this is right. But what's going on, cousins? Okay, you can hear me. You can hear me. Appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Um, we got some stuff to talk about. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and smash that like button. If you haven't already, I would appreciate it so much. Um, let's see, what is this? Um, what the hell is this? Anyway, YouTube got all these damn pop-ups. What's going on, cousins? Hey, Storm. What's up, Miranda? Hey, cousin, you here early. Existence. Hey, Demi. Shout out to my moms in the chat. What's up, Robin? Antoinette. Evangeline. What's up, little cat? Appreciate y'all being here. Hey, Tam Tam. What's up? Hey, TT. Adanette. My girl Golden. Q Smooth in the building. Hey, Lady Lex. What's up, RJ? DK King, how you doing? Hey, Auntie Fee. What's up? Hey, T Bella. Hey, Yawny. Hey, Tori. Hey, Gyra Girl. Q Smooth. What's up? Hey, Kimberly. I see you over there on Twitch. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Madman? Make that money, twin. Get that money. Amazon can't hold you back for forever. Make that money. Again, if you haven't already, please smash the like button. I would really appreciate it. Y'all know the routine. It gets us in that algorithm. Um, so what we got going on today? So today is our first official scheduled stream. Y'all, we're gonna try to keep this up. We're gonna try to be real productive in 2025. If you haven't noticed already, Tuesdays and Thursdays are our official streaming days at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then we're gonna have like a random day or two during the week. I guess for like if something trending happens, something crazy pops off and we need to have like an emergency stream, it'll be like a random day throughout the week. But for sure, every Tuesday and Thursdays, we locked in. So y'all don't have to guess. Is Monie gonna go live? Monie, when you gonna go live? And I'll be like, oh, I don't know. Tuesday and Thursday, we're going live at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And again, shout out to our girl Miss Bynum. I don't know if she's in here. She said the other day she wasn't feeling too well. But again, thank you to her for helping us get this laptop. And I don't know if you guys can see the little insert. Which way is it? This way. Any of the donations today, just like the other day, a portion will be going to help the people in Los Angeles in the wildfires. So any donation you give to me today will be going to them. And shout out to Frank for kicking us off with the first donation. Really appreciate you, cousin. Diddy's a dirtbag, so F his narratives. AK and Drake need to get pressed out of existence already. Keep it up, cousin. You coming through guns blazing. You ain't even wait. But I agree with you. I agree 100% with you. For real. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking a little bit. We have talk about some of the Grammy stuff. Diddy and Cassie, like Frank said, Jim Jones and Camron is beefing, y'all. Like they too old for this. They're too old for this shit. Like what the hell? We're gonna talk about Joey Badass again. We're gonna talk about Snoop Dogg and some of the people that's supposed to be in charge of the West. Um, I don't know if we want to talk about again live Kendrick and Over Your Hush, talking about some Kendrick's karma is the LA wildfires, like whack. And then Drake's in versus UMG, their legal battle. So again, before we get started, smash that like button. Thank y'all for being in here. Thank you in advance to anybody who sends any donations. Appreciate y'all. So how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling tonight? Um, let's see. Let me share my screen with y'all. Let's kick this thing off. Let's not even waste no time. Let's just get right to it. So first off, there's been a lot of big events being canceled due to, unfortunately, the wildfires that's going on in Los Angeles. A lot of people have lost their homes, unfortunately. Years and years of memories just gone within an instant. I know that has to be like so scary. I couldn't imagine having to deal with that. But again, proceeds from donations from today will be going to them. But so one of the events that was canceled was, I believe, UMG canceled their Grammy party. Usually, like when the Grammys come up, all the different labels they have like talent shows, where the artists that were nominated they get to perform for their peers. So unfortunately, UMG canceled their party. But the Grammys is still going on as usual. It's still going to be on the second. But they did say like they're going to be raising proceeds to help with the Los Angeles wildfires. Beyonce, who had a huge announcement today, we were talking about it the other day, and we were trying to guess what she's going to do. I'm thinking it's Act Three, and I'm like, this is going to have something to do with Tina Turner. But unfortunately, like 11:57 last night, she finally revealed that she was going to hold off on the announcement, which I'm kind of mad, but I understand. I get it. I get it because it would have probably been a very tone deaf decision, like read the room, if she would have continued with the announcement while they have all of that going on over there. So she made the right decision. She made the right decision. And she stated that she put this on her Instagram. The January 14th announcement will be postponed to a later date due to the devastation caused by the ongoing wildfires around areas of Los Angeles. I continue to pray for healing and rebuilding for the families suffering from trauma and loss. We are so blessed to have brave first responders who continue to work tirelessly to protect the Los Angeles community. To join our efforts in supporting those impacted, please visit at Be Good. Love B. Beyonce herself went into her Birkin and she also donated $2.5 million to help those impacted by the wildfires. So she's putting her money where her mouth is and she's supporting and she's reaching out. But her fans are kind of upset. And I'm just like, y'all, be for real. Be for real. Be for real. Be for real. But even with her announcing, we're still trying to figure out what the hell was she gonna announce? What the hell was she gonna do? And like I said, we did our prediction of what the announcement would be the other day, and I still believe it's something to do with um a new album, a new tour, but it's going to be geared around rock and roll. And Tina Turner is going to be her muse. And I think this because, like we said the other day, the dream couldn't hold water. He posted some stuff about Tina Turner. We all know Tina Turner's Beyonce idol. And then uh the Tina Turner Instagram page posted January 14th, 2009, which would be January 14th today, which would be Tina Turner's 50th anniversary tour. So the math is kind of mathing. I don't know. I don't know. But we shall see. We shall see. And then I also seen people were saying that certain venues had concert dates. I didn't personally see them myself, but I seen like screenshots, and they still went ahead and put the dates up despite her saying she canceled. And that makes sense because she announced the shit at 11:57 p.m. Like, you could have told us this at 7 o'clock, Beyonce. I know I stayed up last night waiting to see what the hell the announcement was gonna be, just for you to tell us at 11:57. We postponing this thing, but whatever. You still my girl. I ain't gonna give you no hard time. I ain't gonna give you no hard time. Everybody else already giving you a hard time. But we'll still be here waiting. Right, Tori? I wonder why she waited that time. Like, girl, you knew well before 11:57 that you wasn't letting us know what she was gonna be doing. But it's cool. It's whatever. Isn't the fire over, or is it still going on? I hope not. No, cousin, it's still going on. And I also saw, I think it was Jeremy Hetch. He's in Los Angeles, and he said that the winds are supposed to pick up. So it could be going on for another week. I don't think it's over with in certain areas. They're still dealing with it. I don't want to be a skeptic and insensitive, so let me just keep my mouth shut. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Shoot, she could have announced on the 13th. No, cousin, she couldn't have, because it's still around the time that these people is dealing with these fires. So I think that's the whole point of her postponing the announcement. She does not want to get on there and say, "Hey, we about to party," and these motherfuckers dealing with the house is being burned down. So she made the right decision. She definitely made the right decision, in my opinion. um, so yeah, the California government needs to expropriate the insurance company to force payment. Listen, that's another thing. I was on Twitter and I saw, because some people were like, they don't have fire insurance, and people were like, well, how the hell y'all don't have fire insurance? Apparently in California, that's a very common thing where people don't have fire insurance in their already home insurance. And it's because it's very hard to get fire insurance out there, because this is a common thing. This is just very drastic right now, but fires are very common out there in California. And they said like a lot of insurance companies have already pulled out previously before the fire even started. So yeah, I agree. The governor needs to make them force payment. Like, what the hell? Some of these houses are $1 million houses. And then I think I seen Biden was giving everyone 700 at one time $700 payment. What the hell are that? What is that gonna do for them? $700? What is that gonna do? If this was a third world country, y'all would be sending billions and billions and billions of dollars. They cannot do nothing with $700. That's crazy. I'm from Cali. They have it. They did pull out, and the state is forcing those who canceled in the last year to pay out. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. And insurance is one of the biggest damn scams, especially dental insurance. You can't even open your mouth in a dentist's office, and it'll cover nothing. Congress didn't want to give more. That's crazy. They give us a slice of bread over here, but they want to keep sending this money to these third world countries and shit. It's so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Um, Listen, I don't want to be insensitive to anything, but Luigi had the plan. He just needed the platform. Okay. Luigi said, we gonna get into some things, okay? The biggest scams. You ain't lie, Karen. One of the biggest scams. 100%. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. So what do we got next up? Again, prayers for those who were impacted by the LA wildfires. We did a stream the other day and the stream today. Whatever donations I get, I am going to donate a portion to them. So appreciate anybody who takes the time and contributes. So yeah, that's the cancellations. Again, the Grammys is still gonna go on February 2nd. But they're gonna be raising proceeds to assist those in Los Angeles. What we got next up? Next up is um the Diddler. The Diddler. This guy, Diddy, and his lawyers are back in the headlines, y'all. And they are telling a judge that they have nine uh nine tapes of victim number one, who is Cassie, enjoying so-called freak offs, y'all. That's what Diddy is saying. That they got nine different tapes of Diddy and Cassie engaged in freak offs, and she was enjoying it. So my thing is, you telling me that the lawyers had to sit there and watch all of those nine tapes? Hell no. Get somebody else to do it. Absolutely not. Why would I want to watch your freaky ass? Fuck. Hell no, did he? Oh my God. So that's just disgusting. Like, why you gotta record everything? And mind you, they said there was like 90 tapes, probably more, that they confiscated. So you just, every time you did the dash, you was recording yourself. Disgusting. So disgusting. But let me read this. Diddy's defense team revealed they have seen nine freak off tapes that the government has in their possession and claims the tapes actually proves Diddy's innocence, y'all. Nine tapes out of, they originally said there was what, like 99 of the tapes supposedly prove his innocence. Um, the lawyers for Diddy's are firing back against federal allegations about explicit tapes involving him and his ex Cassie. They're saying the videos show nothing but consensual moments between two adults in a committed relationship. Prosecutors are calling the tapes produce sex performances. Is she a porn star? What do you mean produce sex performances? The girl is not a porn star. She was a singer and a model. I don't think her resume said porn star. So what are you producing, Diddy? Prosecutors are calling the tapes produced sex performances and accusing Diddy of manipulation, coercion, and even trafficking. But his legal team says that's not true, arguing the tapes are private and don't show any wrongdoing. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, Cassie held on to the tapes for years and voluntarily gave them to investigators. Okay, so that makes sense. So Cassie had her own tapes and they found tapes at Diddy's home or somewhere else. Diddy's team also says there's no proof of secret cameras, violence, or any of the wild accusations being made. Diddy, remember this part. Diddy's team also says there's no proof of secret cameras, They're also shutting down claims that Diddy used the tapes as collateral, saying they weren't even on his device. With the federal charges hanging over his head, Diddy is standing firm, saying he's innocent, and the tapes back him up. Diddy's defense team key points: the tapes show consensual sex between Diddy and Cassie during their long term relationship. Two, Cassie appeared happy, in control, and actively participated, according to Diddy's attorney. Three, the recordings do not involve orgies, minors, secret cameras, or violence, contrary to prosecutors' claims. Four, no evidence of drug use, coercion, or sex trafficking is present in the recordings. Five, Cassie allegedly kept the tapes on her own device and turned them over to authorities voluntarily. This legal battle remains in the spotlight as Diddy and his team continue to challenge the allegations head on. So he said there's no secret tapings. Now, this video that was sent to me, I don't know how recent this video is or who leaked it. Is this one of the 9 tapes? I don't know. But let's watch this video real quick. So this is Cassie and Diddy on a boat, it appears, right? So they drinking, they having fun, like couples do, you know? All right, they grooving, they hugging, and all of that.
Getting some other reaction. Seems to me. I love filming you when you ain't looking.
What does that mean?
I love filming you when you ain't looking.
So he says in the video, I love filming you when you're not looking. But Cassie is citing that she was recorded without consent at times. And you're on video saying that to her. I love recording you when you're not looking. First of all, don't fucking record me when I don't know. Do not tell me you filming me when I'm not looking. The fuck? That is creepy.
I love filming you when you ain't looking.
So I don't know what they thought they were doing with this video. Again, I don't know how old this video is. I don't know when it got online, who posted it, or whatever. They clearly are under some type of influence. They have liquor in front of them. I won't say they're doing any, Coca-Cola or anything like that. But she is obviously vibing out, off in the space by herself. And yeah, I don't know what they think this video is doing. We don't think she didn't engage with him during certain times. Like, they were a couple for a very long time. We've seen them together for a long ass time. We've seen them in person at events, at parties, at outings, sporting events, etc. So I'm not sure what point that they're trying to make. Like, is this supposed to be a gotcha moment? Like, she didn't say she didn't engage in sexual activity with him at certain points. Like, we've seen plenty of couples engage and as if nothing is wrong with them, have children together and all of that. And behind closed door, one of them getting A-Town stomped, which we seen in the hotel footage. Like, this video proves absolutely nothing. So I don't know what they were trying to do. Like, are they trying to prove that she liked him? Because she clearly liked him at one point. She did like him at one point, but she stopped liking him when he started forcing her to do things that she didn't want to do, when he started beating the shit out of her. Like, what? Then we also see you're saying with these 9 tapes that supposedly prove your innocence. We also saw you or listened to you or read what you wrote on your social media accounts when you said Cassie was bald-faced lying about you abusing her. You called her a liar, hungry for money until the CNN tapes dropped. And you had to come back and say you were going to go see the lady. Like, you lied to us once about your deviances towards Cassie. So are we supposed to believe you now? No. No. It's going to be hard for people to believe you when you could so easily call her a liar knowing you were stomping on her. Stomping like she was a stranger in the street. Like, she is alleging you drugged her, you beat her, you forced her into sex trafficking. No, it's very hard for us to want to believe you now. And you have nobody but yourself to blame. Like, the girl literally had to go to rehab after she escaped you. And again, Diddy is entitled to a fair trial, y'all. He's entitled to a fair trial, have his day in court, but please stop gaslighting us, Diddy. I do not like to be gaslighted, and my cousins don't like to be gaslighted. So do not gaslight the family, okay? You abused and you did terrible things to Cassie, and we only seen a small percentage of what she probably went through with you. A very small percentage. Because if you will stomp on a woman's face, on her back, on her legs with your feet, then there's no telling what else you would do to her all this time. So no, we have a hard time believing you. It's hard for me to believe you, Diddy. What are we supposed to do? And then you're like, there's no secret tapes, but here you are on video admitting you like to secretly film her.
I love filming you when you ain't looking.
Caught in 4K. Caught in 4K, buddy. So no, we don't believe you, bro. But we wish you a fair trial. We wish you a fair trial. You might get off on the other trial with the Busby dude, but this one you might be clipped. And plus, you already paid her millions of dollars. You paid it within 24 hours. I ain't never seen nobody pay somebody something that they didn't do. For you to say you did nothing to her and you paid her within 24 hours, guilty, 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 guilty. Lock his ass up. So yeah, that's my take on Diddy. Storm, that ain't right. I do not wish him a fair trial. Please do a lot of malpractice, Judge. Listen, we've been hearing about Diddy's bullshit for years, bro. For years. How he was a freaky for Diddy like to party and you gotta tell him no. He wanna take everybody booty. Like, bro, your deviances usually catch up to you. You won't be able to get away with it for a long time. You won't be able to get away. Cousins, if you haven't already, please smash the like button if you are enjoying yourself. The goal is 150 or more, and it's looking like we at 110 and some change, I believe. So please smash the like button if you haven't already. Shout out to my girl Demi in the chat for keeping track of the likes. Appreciate you. What else we got? What else we got going on? And let's let's stay in Harlem. Let's stay in Harlem because ain't Diddy from Harlem? I think he's from Harlem. But let's stay over there on that side of town. Let's talk about Jim Jones versus Camron. So Camron and Jim Jones are beefing, y'all. They are too old for this shit. They are too old. Apparently, Jim Jones did an interview with Justin LeBoy. He did an interview with a Justin LeBoy, and Camron apparently didn't like it or like some of the things that were said in Jim Jones' interview with Justin LeBoy. And then when he returned to his own morning podcast, It Is What It Is, Camron went off on Jim Jones. Went off on him. Now, let me see if I got this video. Because he didn't have to go off on him like this. He really did not. Hold on.
I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You are a fan, nigga.
So Camron wants us to believe that Jim Jones, when you think of Dipset, Jim Jones was a fan. That's what he want us to believe. Do I believe that? I'm having a hard time believing this.
Nigga, a fan. We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. What's the nigga Final Four billion them you start saying? You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem?
What is it to being from Harlem? Like, is it a prize? Like, I know people have pride in wherever they're from, but it's like he's using this as like a dig towards Jim. Because like I have pride in the fact that I'm from Paterson, New Jersey, so I get it. But he's trying to use this as like is it a badge of honor to be from Harlem or something? I don't know. Like I know some dope people came from there.
And you beg niggas to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in, nigga. You was so cool. And we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Make's like, yo,
I just love the fact that he's listing like positive things about Jim Jones, but also just dissing him at the same time. Like, yeah, he was cool. You had a nice crib, but you was a fan.
Teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap, literally.
Now look at Mace. Now look at Mace eating his popcorn. Okay, Nakia, because they could have just not went. They could just not have went. They could have went to somebody else's crib. And this is just so funny to see Mace sitting here eating his popcorn because he was Jim Jones once versus Cam. But I'll get into that later.
Literally. He taught you how to rap. You say it.
That's not a secret.
Bring up the clip. Nigga, you ain't make none of this up. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free crib and you was a nice guy.
Trying to sum Jim up as just being a nice guy with a free crib is kind of whack as fuck to me from Cam, because I feel like Jim Jones did a lot more for Dipset, and the way he is like going off, like I was trying to see like, okay, well, what the hell did he say to set him off like this? Like, why is he so upset? So I went and looked up the Justin LeBoy interview, and this is what I found.
Shit before it happens, what you tell, like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Understand, like I just
I watched Mace shit on Cam and everybody around him.
Wow.
A bitch like all the time.
Okay, I kind of get it. From just that little part, that first part right there, I can probably see why that would make Cam upset. That would probably make Mace upset because you kind of bringing up something that's old. The stuff that Jim is saying in the interview isn't new.
You heard, like I was there the whole time, but best friends grew up together and RP Huddy. Like I was there for everything. That's one thing that people can't never say is that I wasn't there for every single thing. Cam didn't like, I didn't like. And I already see how he was handling Cam, so I definitely didn't like him. You dig? And then I seen how much love Cam had for him and how Cam was jumping out the window for him, which
So I think Jim's problem is that he believes Mace did Cam dirty. Let's just say that. He feels as though Mace did Cam dirty. And so he's like, well, why are you in business with this nigga who did you dirty, essentially, right? And I low-key feel like the way Jim thinks Mace treats Camron is how Camron treats Jim Jones. It's like a circle. Mace low-key sons Cam or did back in the day. And from what I see all the time, Cam sons Jim. I just don't get it. But Cam said this stuff on Drink Chance about how Mace did him wrong. So I guess even with it being like public knowledge, they probably on it like, well, we hashed it out. Me and Mace do business together. Why are you talking about it now? Now Cam is mad saying Jim was a fan. He used his couch to sleep on. He had the free crib. He was a groupie, a fan, whatever. And I'm just like, Cam, you can't really get that off. Right. So he's jealous of their relationship. That's what it kind of sounds like. That's what it kind of sounds like. Lex, I ain't playing with you, Lex. I ain't playing with you, Lex. Shout out to the cousin Miranda for the donation. I saw someone say on Twitter the locks would never. If they probably got into it, they only got into it in their house. They ain't bringing that shit to the internet. The locks would never. But Cam saying Jim Jones isn't from Harlem is kind of corny to me because they're trying to say like, oh, he's from the Bronx. He grew up in the Bronx. His grandmother lived in Harlem. But you also admit that you were going over his grandma crib in Harlem. So he obviously was staying in Harlem at some point. And plus, we all know if you're from the East Coast, New York, New Jersey, you all know the history. You know who Dipset is, right? Cam, Jim, Joel's, Freaky Zeke, and whoever else. So you trying to make it seem like Jim didn't contribute anything to Dipset is kind of whack of you, Cam. It's very whack of you, especially. I know me personally, when I lived in Paterson, New Jersey, we have up the hill, we have down the hill. Dipset used to always be up the hill in our Alabama projects. We used to see them all the time. Like it's nothing to see them. I even the bank I used to work at, Jim Jones used to always come into my bank. Like, so I've seen them with my own eyes a lot of times. Even when I lived in Paterson, they had a Dip Shack store, clothing store. So it's like we've always seen y'all all together. So if you to try to pretend like he was just this flunky that was just tagging along, no. Dipset is four known members. You cannot try to exclude him because you're upset with him. You can't do that. You can't do that. We can't do that at all. I don't work in banking no more. I work in the back office now. I work in the money laundering now. But that was like what 7 years ago. But yeah, y'all. And didn't we just say the other day that the East Coast will never be successful again because these niggas do not like each other? They don't like each other, bro. Now look, the old heads are still beefing with each other. Jimmy had it coming. Damn, what the hell Jimmy do? Break it down for me in the chat, cousin. Let me know. Like, for real, Nakia, they don't know how to stick together for nothing. Like, and y'all beefing over silly, goofy, unnecessary stuff. Y'all beefing over who from Harlem and who not from Harlem. Like, people are dying. Houses are burning to the ground in Los Angeles, y'all. But let's be real. Dipset has always had iffy beefs amongst the crew, and Cam is always at the forefront. Cam is always at the forefront, whether he was arguing with Jimmy or he's arguing with Juelz. Like, the idea of Dipset as a group was a good idea. It looks good to your eyes. It looks good on paper. Like, it's a good group, but they never really got along. And I think the fondest memory is looking back to the verses when Jadakiss and the Lox were tore their ass apart, tore them apart. They were talking the most shit leading up to the versus battle. And when they got on that stage, they got smoked. And it's because they don't have no togetherness. They don't have no cohesiveness as a group. They're literally just individuals trying to outshine each other. And it's mainly Cam. It's mainly Cam. You can't tell Cam that he is not the Beyonce of the group. You cannot tell Camron he is not the Beyonce of the group. And I feel like to Cam, Jim Jones was the Michelle. And that's no shade to Michelle, because truthfully, when Destiny's Child brought in Michelle, they became unstoppable, in my opinion. Like Latavia, they was cool. Writing on the Walls was cool. But I feel like they elevated once they got Michelle. And I feel like that's how Cam probably looks at Jim Jones. Like, Michelle brought things to the tables that others can't do. And I believe that was also the case for Jim Jones. And it's just crazy how for the last couple years, Cam has tried to diminish Jim publicly and what he brought to Dipset as an entity. And that's reflective in how Camron is carrying on in this entire situation. And it's almost like Jim is holding on to a friendship that no longer serves him. Cam doesn't value Jim's relationship the way Jim values Cam's relationship. And then, like I said, Cam and Mace were also beefing at one point. And when Cam and Mace was beefing, he also tried to say Mace is not from Harlem. So Cam does this same song and dance every single time with whoever he's beefing with. So it's like, I can't really believe none of the shit you say, Cam. It's like Cam say things just to try to hurt you. It don't even matter if it makes sense. He's just going to say this shit because he wants to hurt you. Like, I'm not jacking it. I'm sorry. I'm not jacking it that Jim Jones was just a fan, that he was just a groupie. He was just tagging along for the ride. Like, we've seen the pics. Like, we used to have Dipset pics on our MySpace. Like, get the fuck out of here, Cam. We seen the footages, we seen the interviews, we seen the music, the videos, etc. I literally seen y'all all together in Patterson, New Jersey all the fucking time. Like, niggas was outside. We have eyes. We know what's what. You are the leader. Right, Cam? You the leader. Everybody know you the leader. You the face. Everyone in Dipset had a vital role, in my opinion, that made Dipset Dipset. So from Cam to Jimmy to Jewels to Freaky Zeke, everybody had their role. Everybody did their part. You old niggas need to get y'all shit together. Get it together. Get it together for Joey's sake. Joey Badass keep getting punched in the head and y'all punching each other. How is the East Coast supposed to survive when the old heads can't even fucking coexist? The East Coast is down 1,000,000 points. And here y'all go want to be arguing with each other about who fucking from Harlem. Y'all are 50. 50 years old. We don't want to hear that shit. And then too, I seen the funniest video. Hold on. This is who Camron wants us to believe was just a groupie.
We don't need you. Why? Because when it come to Jimmy, my name's Me Too. When he got cash, I was like, Me Too. And when he got stash, I was like, Me Too.
Y'all up here on this stage, y'all got a whole dance routine. A whole 1-2 step. And he's just a fan.
And when he got the drop, I was like, Me Too. And when he almost got shot, I said, Me Too. What you get?
Like, what are you talking about? Look at them, y'all.
Patty cake, get your hands up, and you do the patty cake. Put your hands up. Whoa, 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 hey.
A fan? Y'all doing the fucking patty cake. Twisted and turning. And you want us to think he was just a fan? Y'all was locked in. Y'all are too damn old. Cut it out, Kim. This entire situation is corny as hell. Exactly. Look like Kid and Play. Like, stop it. Y'all were 2 peas in a pod. Best fucking friends. You needed something and he needed something and y'all came together and made a group. Cut it out. The Cheetah Girl, Cheetah Sisters. Don't think you shot. Don't even bring that up. Don't even bring that up. Joey Badass somewhere in his basement trying to put the coast on his back. And y'all over here on bullshit. Get it together. Pissing me off. They pissing me off, man. Who said that? They was 2 peas in a Tim. Easy, I'm not playing with you. Okay? I am not playing with you. 2 peas in a Tim is fucking crazy. Oh my God. East Coast different. They need to get their shit together. Joey is getting packed out. And y'all want to be arguing over locations. Stop it. We are done. We are tired. Listen, elite haters on outsiders or on each other. No ifs, ands, or buts. This is crazy. And speaking of little old Joey, I did listen to 1999. I told y'all I was gonna listen to it. So I listened to it. Hold on, let me put it up to see which songs I liked. I actually listened to it earlier today. Let me see. Yes, we are. She's having a thing where you can match with families, or you can just donate directly and the funds will be transferred. So any donations that I get today and the donations that I got the other day, a portion of it will be going to her foundation. So any donations y'all want to send in, $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, I would appreciate it because it'll go to the LA wildfires. Again, it could be $1, $5, whatever. I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of this week, and then so I wanted to do at least 3 streams where we can get funds to be able to help. Let me get this track list. Hold on. Because I want y'all to know the songs that I like. Why won't let me go to the album? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Joey can't just keep licking and stop complaining. I'm telling you. So like I said, speaking of Joey, I listened to 1999 and it was a cool little project. I know I said the other day that I never heard really of any of his music. I think I heard like songs in passing and shit, but I do have a few songs on it that I really liked. It was definitely a 90s vibe. I can see why they were comparing him to Nas. I think it was Nas, right? They were comparing him to Nas. This album at the time in 2012, I'm sure made a lot of people feel like probably a certain wave of hip hop was coming back to New York, or was hoping would come back to New York. That's what I kind of feel listening to this, like classic 90s Jay-Z, Nas. And they say he was a baby when he made this. I think someone said he was 17 when he put this out. The boy was still in high school, so he did his thing. So my favorite song. So the album is only an hour long. So if anyone who's never heard of it before, if you want to give it a try, it's only an hour long. It has 15 tracks, and I believe so I started the ones that I liked. I starred Waves. I liked the song Waves. I liked Survival Tactics with capital C's. I liked Hard Knocks featuring CJ Fly, World Domination. I liked Funky Hoes, Daily Routine. I think Daily Routine might be my favorite song. I like Snakes featuring Tina Apex. I think that's her name, right? And I liked Third Eye Shit. And I guess this is his crew because it's a lot of features on this motherfucker for track 15. So I liked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs out of 15 I liked. So again, it's a very good project. I will say this though. The other day we played a clip of him saying he felt like he is on the same level as Nas and Jay. I still don't agree. I don't agree. I do not agree. I'm assuming he felt like that because he was getting the comparisons back then. And I get it. I get it, Joey. I get it. But it's still a no. It's still a no for me, baby. It's not enough. It's good, but it's not enough. It's good, but it's not enough. And I think he has another one called 2000, and then he has some other projects. But based off this first project right now, you're not on the Jay-Z Mount Rushmore. No, babe. A lot of delusion. Like, no. Again, you fine as fuck. You fine as hell. But you delusional. And I want you to come down to earth today. Right now. You still got a lot of work to do to say you're on the same level as a Jay. You put in enough work as a Jay-Z and a Nas. I honestly think that's quite disrespectful for you to say that you're on the same level as a Jay-Z and a Nas. it kind of gives the same retort Drake saying he's one away from Michael, so he's on the same level as Michael Jackson. You're comparing the streaming era to the physical era. It's disrespectful. You didn't put in enough work to say you're on the same level as Nas and Jay-Z. You gotta do more than be able to rap like someone. Because that's what I feel like he was doing with this project. He was rapping like Nas. He was rapping like Jay-Z. Like he made a point to make it sound like that era of music. And if I remember correctly, when I was coming up, Tumblr days, it was very popular to have a retro style. So I think that's kind of what he was falling into. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Joey. Again, a good project. I like 8 out of 15 songs. But to say you on the Mount Rushmore as Jay-Z, Nas, Andre 3000, not yet, babe. Not yet, babe. Not yet. How about Survival Tactics? Didn't I say I liked it though? I think I have that starred. Hold on. Yeah, I have that one starred. I remember that verse from left to right. Don't want war. I'm a Martian with an army of Spartans sparring with a knife in a. Yeah, I like Survival Tactics. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite songs. Definitely. It was a good project. I'll definitely listen to those songs. I put them in my library for sure. He's not close to Nas. Nas and Jay are all-time legends. Yeah. Nice to be confident, but let's not beat the Lulu babe. Joey is still a punk for that Megan line. Um, Joey had a Megan line? I don't think Joey had a Megan line. I think it was Rayvon. Rayvon had a Megan line. Or did I miss something? Honestly, he is or was talented. He's definitely talented. I'm not saying he's not talented. He's 100% sure talented. He's talented in his music and he's talented as an actor. But no, babe. Yes, y'all, if you haven't already, please smash the like button. Not even close. Yeah, it's definitely the arrogance. And you know what? It's not even shocking coming from a man who said he participates in semen retention. You know, one of those hotep guys. That's what he gives. He's one of those hotep guys. He's definitely one of those guys. So I can see that he's one of those dudes who smells himself. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. If whoever you with, if they like it, I love it. But you can tell he's arrogant. And thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. It's a shame that Joey started all of this and not one East Coast rapper came to back him. He even brought out Curtis to respond. Facts. He definitely had Curtis come out and pop something. But yeah, it's crazy. I haven't seen anyone back him. I heard some rumors allegedly that some people were supposed to jump in the ring and say something this week, but it's still been quiet. It is still Tuesday, so we may see. And I'm not rushing Joey because Drake took 21 days to respond to like that. Kendrick took 17 days to respond. So I'm kind of, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I hope he doesn't decide that he wants to go back inside after you done started all this mess. So I'm keeping hope alive. If he don't respond by the end of the month, oh baby, they gonna be on your bumper. They already punching you in the forehead. So you gotta defend yourself, Joey. You have to defend yourself. Joey will respond himself. Let him cook. I hope he responds. I'm looking forward to what he has to say to all these people that's punching him in his forehead. Diego Ramirez. Kendrick was humble when people tried comparing him to Michael Jackson when he got hella nominations for To Pimp a Butterfly. He spoke so much truth on that album. Yeah, he was humble. I remember that. I think it was one of those late night talk shows, and they were saying, what if you break Michael Jackson's record? He was like, no, I'll tell them to take one of the nominations away because that's Michael Jackson, bro. That's Michael Jackson. Like, what? Definitely. It is off-putting. Um, if he don't, then he was just cloud chasing. Listen, he cannot walk away. He cannot. You cannot, after being missing for so, I don't know how long he's been missing or when the last time he put out music. You can't go missing, pop out, say what you said on that track, and then go into hiding. Like, that would be crazy. Like, you did that for what? You pump fake for what? You wasted our time for what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I ain't putting you on the clock, Joey, but you on the clock. If you know what I mean. He said he ain't even trying to get that. Listen, he said at the end of the song, I ain't done yet. I don't know. He said he was going to unrelease the album. Listen, if you did all of this just for to get us to listen to your album, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild, Joey. That's kind of wild. That's kind of crazy. You're not embarrassed? Speaking of albums, I wanted to laugh at something real quick. We don't care about the numbers thing, but I just wanted to laugh at something real quick. So, is this me being petty? I don't know, but I don't give a fuck. So Lil Baby has been feeling himself. He keep trying to pretend like he wanna go toe to toe with Kendrick Lamar, and that shit is just so funny to me. They said the other day he blew up a car that kind of looks like a GNX. Lil Baby, you went from saying you don't get into that other side of hip hop to acting like you wanna puff your chest out. If you trying to dance, nigga, just say that. If you want to dance, just say that. If you want to be another cautionary tale, just fucking say that. But I just found this so funny that they put the what do they call this? They put like a prediction or something, whatever you want to call it. They put out a prediction of what the next week Billboard chart is going to be. So Bad Bunny, like we already thought, was going to go number one. Lil Baby went number one last week, and he only went number one last week because Bad Bunny only had a half of his tracking. If he would have had the same full week tracking period, he would have went number one. I think he missed almost 2 days of tracking. So Lil Baby went number one, and now he's gonna be number 4. The funny part of this is Lil Baby sold 50,000 albums last week. He put out a deluxe 2 days later, and this week he's only doing 400 albums. So how do you go from 50,000 to 400? Baby, QC them over there got some explaining to do. Motherfuckers want to talk about box and buying your own albums. That is textbook botted activity. From 50,000 to 400 in the second week, the same week you release a deluxe. What happened? Y'all over there at Quality Control going to all the Walmarts, all the Targets, and buying the damn albums and putting them in a storage facility. Ain't nobody bought that shit. Ain't nobody bought that shit. You wanna be tough and act like you wanna go up against Kendrick Lamar? Stop playing, Lil Baby. Cause your fall off is insane and it's embarrassing. They spent more money on a promotion. Exactly. Quality control is known for botting. Yeah, first week 140 or 145. I think second week 57. Albums 400 versus 50K. That's why Dominique about to drop next month. Listen, if the first one stunk, the second one gonna be even more shittier. Slow down, dropping all that bullshit. Like you fucking up the game. Lil Baby needs to learn how to walk before he tries to run with grown men. I'm telling you, that one COVID run got him smelling himself. You get one good year, and all of a sudden you think you bad. All right. Just let that man get through with the Super Bowl. Let that man get through with the Super Bowl. He gonna show you motherfucker something. How does Kendrick 2 months album with no physical copies do better than his week-old album? Ask it again, KK. KK, like you said, still with no physicals. We haven't got physical albums yet. I think the physical album ship next month. Kendrick is doing this in week 8, all from streams. Streams only. Streams only. He doubling down on the Duke. Oh my god. Ekins April. No, cousin. They up the date. They up the date. It's February now. I'm crying. Not double down on the Dookie. I'm so done. Cousins, if you haven't, please smash that like button. I would appreciate it. And shout out to the cousins who sent in donations. Right, I stream every day while working from home. I've been for the last 3 weeks, I've been streaming it from 12 to 1 instead of 1 to 12. Fire. Still fire. Still fire. Billboard is running a narrative. What narrative? What we talking about, cousin? 800 units is over 1 million streams. LOL, Dot still doing his thing in 2025. Yes, sir. But yeah, I listen to 12 through 1. Every day my favorite song changes. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what my favorite song is anymore. Like the other day, I was beating Hey Now up. Yesterday, it was Peekaboo. Then I felt like I was a battle rapper and I couldn't stop playing whacked out murals. Like there's a song for every day of the week. I like Dodger Blue now. Dodger Blue is a vibe. It's just so short. Why is it so damn short? I'm a proud Luther Glazer. Listen, Luther goes for sure. And I love the fact that SZA was on the Sherry Shepherd show, I think it was, and she was saying how she didn't even hear the song. She just did her vocals, did whatever he asked, and basically she heard it when we heard it. She was like, "Oh, that's what we use the vocals for." Like she didn't even know what the song was gonna be. That's crazy. What's your favorite song? Today, my favorite songs. What song did I listen to today a lot? I actually listened to Euphoria like 3 times today. I got jumped the other day on Twitter because I said, I like whacked out murals better than Euphoria. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. I said it. I got jumped and I had to come back down to earth. Euphoria is still that girl. But y'all ain't had to stomp me out like that on Twitter because I said that. Like they jumped me, y'all. They jumped me because I said that. But one of the cousins was like, let me get a kick in. Like, that's crazy. I guess I was just feeling myself. I was in a whacked out murals kind of vibe that day. And I had a little bit too much dip on my chip. But I came back to my senses. Euphoria is still that girl. Not you would have jumped me too. I can't. Not you would have jumped me too, Gyra. I still play Euphoria like it just came out. Fact, Euphoria is the one. I know we love Not Like Us, it gets us going and shit like that or whatever, but he broke that nigga down. Broke him down. Like crazy. Yeah, whacked out is definitely gas though. He was fed up. He was fed up in that song. He was fed the fuck up. I feel like Euphoria and whacked out murals they were sisters. Y'all ever seen that meme? They were sisters. Whacked out mural and Euphoria are sisters. Ate me right up. Ate me right up. Good thing I glued my lace front down because they would have snatched that motherfucker off if it wasn't glued down. Girl, don't play with Euphoria. Listen, I came back down to earth. Squabble up is a bob and reincarnated is a thinker. Reincarnated is what we have to stop comparing songs. I have to stop comparing songs because I feel like Reincarnated is on the same tier as Thing About Me, I'm Dying First. It's on the same tier. Like Reincarnated is so good. Like that pen was penning. That pen was penning. Why would you skip Reincarnated? Why would you skip that? Do not skip that. Go play that. Hey, Vil. What's going on, cousin? Shout out to the Vil in the chat. Why Reincarnated got them picking so many different artists that he's... Listen, they done said everybody name from Reincarnated, but it's obviously the guy, John Hopkins. Is it? I'm probably fucking up the name, but I know the guy that they were saying, everybody's been saying is actually the correct name. Hey, shout out to the cousin Susie for becoming a member. Drop some roses in the chat for Susie, please. Appreciate you for becoming a member. John Lee Hooker. Yeah, that's his name. John Lee Hooker. It's definitely John Lee Hooker because John Lee Hooker actually has a song called The Boogeyman, which was crazy. He actually has a song called The Boogeyman, which is pretty dope. I'm still kind of iffy about who the woman's supposed to be, but I haven't really given it too much thought. But yeah, Kendrick did his big one with GNX. He definitely did his big one. And I guess we could stay on that, the West Coast, because these West Coast leaders trash. So trash. So I'm just over here talking about the East Coast this, the East Coast that. East Coast old heads are on bullshit, but the West Coast, they old heads are on bullshit too. And especially that damn Snoop Dogg. I don't give a damn how y'all feel about Snoop Dogg. I don't care if he your cousin, your uncle, Uncle Snoop. I'm tired of Uncle Snoop and his fake ass. Like he's so fake. He's so fake. And I'll keep saying it. He can't be trusted. He cannot be trusted. Once people show you who they are, the snakes that they are, you have to believe it. Pac already got our record and said he's a funny motherfucker. If a person show you they are a snake and will spread it wide open for some money, stay far away from them. Stay away from them. Pac said it. Kendrick called it out in Whacked Out Murals. And every other day, he proves it. He proves it to me. One, with you posting that tailor-made bullshit and pretending you didn't know what it was. And then Akademiks was just on stream the other day disrespecting Los Angeles. I guess somebody in his chat said if he could say something about the wildfires that was going on in LA. And he basically said F LA and said LA is a shithole place. Like, who says that about somewhere that's going through devastation? And here you have Snoop Dogg talking about I guess Whack 100 put him on the phone with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg get on the phone and say, oh, let's do some business together, or some shit like that. Like, this man continuously is disrespectful, and you tell me something, let's do business together? What? Very goofy. Very goofy. Let me play this clip real quick, y'all. Snoop is so shameful.
Get this shit right.
Like, he has no shame. None whatsoever.
I gotta do my job. I got none other than motherfucking Snoop D.O. double motherfucking G on the line. And he wanna make sure you.
So Whack 100 put because for some reason Whack 100, AD from Community, and all them other people back on Fig, they love calling in to speak to Akademiks over the phone. Like, they love getting on the phone with him and never not checking his ass.
What's happening, nephew? I just want to make sure we stay 20 off to the beautiful side, man. You see all this negative shit going on in the world. I'm trying to be positive with everybody. I have no issues. Trying to stay and make sure niggas ain't got no issues with me.
And it ain't nothing wrong with not wanting to be in beef and not wanting to make other people's issues your issues. That's not what I'm saying. Because Snoop an older guy. Like, he shouldn't be getting into a mess or anyway. But you ain't got to be friends with a motherfucker. You ain't got to be saying, let's do business together with a motherfucker. Disgusting.
And if you do got an issue, let's straighten it out.
Is this Snoop?
Yeah, nigga.
Yo,
And here he go, fanned out.
Snoop. Yo, this is
I
crazy.
told you this.
Hey.
What you mean?
Because they be
I'm
groupies.
shocked.
They
Snoop,
groupies
I love
too.
you, Snoop. What the hell? Hey, no, of course. Hey, no, yeah, I was just chopping it up with Wack. I was telling him, I said, yo, I see that it took some of my comments out of context.
How do you take your comment out of context when you literally said, when someone asked you to say something positive about the LA wildfires and you say fuck LA and you say LA is a shithole? How is that taken out of context? You said what you said. Stand on what you said.
First and foremost, we all love Snoop. Second thing is, first.
And my thing is, he say things and then people allow him to take it back like, oh, I didn't mean it. No. And I'm not saying someone needs to run down on him or anything like that. That would be lovely. But that's not what I'm saying. No violence is needed. But how many times y'all gonna let him spit in your face and then come backpedal as if he hasn't said disgusting shit before? Like, we've seen this weirdo laugh about a child being molested who actually wasn't molested. It was Kendrick's mom who was assaulted and who had fear, and y'all allowed him to sit on a stream and joke about that. He then had top 5 on the stream, top 5 saying he would unalive Kendrick. And then in another stream, we have you Akademiks trying to hint at Kendrick somehow being involved with that shooting to top 5. Do you know you trying to hint that there's some type of correlation with Kendrick? You don't know what this dude is willing to do. If he said he would kill Kendrick, I'm going to believe him. And then he said, F the wildfire tragedy. And Snoop, you want to talk about making money moves with him? Like, the jokes write themselves. Like, no one holds this funky bitch responsible. Like, none of them dudes, community back on Fig, like one of the cousins said, they want to call and kiki and ha-ha with him because they're fucking groupies. They're groupies. They see because he has a big platform. Oh, we can get on. Let's go show him some love, even though he continues to disrespect us and laughing and play in our face. And all he has to do is say, ha 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 ha. Oh, it was out of context. That's it. No morals, no principles. Niggas will spread their ass cheeks and blow it out like a balloon for $1. Y'all are hoes. Y'all are hoes, straight up hoes. None of them dudes, besides I think Glasses Malone, has held him accountable. I think Jason Martin as well. Jason Martin don't be going for nothing. He don't be going for nothing. But like, disgusting. Just disgusting. Like that low-key teed me off. Like, again, I'm not saying niggas need to run down on him or hit him or assault him or anything like that. But it's like, when are y'all gonna be men? Like, when are y'all gonna stop allowing him to disrespect y'all? Kendrick Lamar is the face of the West Coast. And he said so many disrespectful things about Kendrick Lamar. And all y'all niggas want to do is get on the phone and kiki and ha-ha and giggle like you talking to your long-lost friend. Groupies. Groupies, 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 groupies. Hey, shout out to the Ethiopian princess for the donation. Appreciate you, cousin. Keep up the excellent work for us in the community, Monie. Love and blessings to you. Shout out to Love and Ethos. Definitely. Thank you so much, cousin, for the donation. I really appreciate it so much. Burgers and alcohol. They need to hold Akademiks accountable for the things he says. No one does. Them on the West Coast, the people on the East Coast, Elliot be damn near. No, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Cause I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings. I'm telling you. But yeah, cousins, that's all I wanted to get off my chest about the West Coast and how embarrassing they are. Very embarrassing. LOL, or are they giving him a false sense of security to make him come out of his basement think he holds Gucci? I don't know. I could be fucking wrong, Charlotte. You're 100% right. I could be wrong. But I can only go off of what I see. That's it. The only one who tapped his shoulder was Glasses Malone, and I can respect it. I'm telling you, they adore him. They admire him. They think rubbing shoulders with him will give them some more clout, I guess. That's what I guess. Michael G, I've been saying the same thing. Why nobody is holding him accountable? They talk shit on the internet, but don't confront them. I don't get it. But what do I know? I'm just a chick on the other side of the world in Atlanta in her little makeshift office talking to her 200 cousins. That's it. Yeah, definitely. That's what I said. I called him Jason Martin. That's his new name now. But Glasses Malone and Problem are the only ones who be stepping on shit and hit a J3, of course. And he a loose cannon, so Madman 90. Have you heard that Trash M diss song going at Suge and Ja Rule? I haven't heard it. I did see on Twitter people were talking about a whole bunch of Eminem records had leaked, but I didn't see any of them on my timeline. I don't know. I didn't see it. If you want, you can drop me the link. I'll listen to it. But yeah, they were saying like a bunch of songs from Eminem leaked. And I wanted to just get y'all opinions. How y'all feeling about I did a video yesterday, uploaded a video on it about OVO Hush saying the Los Angeles wildfires are Kendrick Lamar's karma. Like, how corny are you? Like, that's so whack to say. That is so whack to say. Like, how is tragedies all over the world someone's karma? What? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, here go the he commented this on a blog page, Parma Karma, because Kendrick's house in Brentwood, the new one that he just bought, was in a line to probably be destructed. Thank God it wasn't. But this is pure nonsense. This is pure madness. Pure madness. And what's cooking me, what's killing me is people talking something. Well, people laughed at Drake house flooding. Like, what are you talking about? From what I remember is there probably was some people who laughed at his house flooding, but for the majority of what I remember is people saying that's what he gets for canceling people's tour dates, because y'all have to remember that was the same time Schoolboy Q's concert got randomly canceled in Toronto. Then Sir's concert got canceled. So that's what people were saying, that was his karma. Like, I don't know nobody who with a sane mind is laughing at someone's house being flooded. And then too, the water was up to your fucking ankles, bro. You act like you was waist deep in that bitch, like it was a Titanic. That flood ain't destroyed nothing. You could mop that shit up. Like, it's not the same. We're talking about wildfires that have destroyed so many homes in so many different areas. Like, I don't know if people realize it's not just one area in Los Angeles. It's like, say you live on Main Street. Houses are also being destroyed on MLK Boulevard, North 12th, Madison Ave, Clifton Street. Like, it's all over Los Angeles. Whole blocks destroyed. And you want to talk about this as somebody's karma? All because your boy got his ass whooped in a battle? No, the true definition of karma is him canceling someone's tour date because he's mad he lost a battle and then his house got flooded. That's what you call karma. That was his karma. You stopped someone's bag and in the next moment, your house was flooded. There's a difference, Goofy. There's a difference. And I'm so tired of y'all playing the victim as if he didn't do anything and like he was just attacked. No, he attacked first and got his face ripped off. That's what happened. He wasn't prepared. Teach your nigga how to squabble up. Goofy ass. Oh my God, I can't. So goofy. So goofy. You know what I think this is? They are feeling, feeling the ramifications of that battle. They're all feeling it, not just Drake. The sidekicks, the dick eaters, they're feeling it too. They're feeling it as well. Their pockets are hurting. So now they all want to take it out on Kendrick. We don't care. Get a new leader. You want to be talking hush, write him some better raps. Because we heard you're one of the ghostwriters. Heard what happened to your man, not sorry for your loss. He on the ground, I praise God and start stomping feet. Demons in their service gone demon. You got that right, Super 657. That's a fact. And how many people died from those wildfires? To post something like that, just how fucked up they are as human beings. Exactly, Sweezo. Exactly. Like people were really affected. Really affected. All you had to do was mop up the flood that happened in your house. These people lost everything. Some people, their lives. And you want to be on the internet talking somebody's karma. I wish I could slap the shit out you. Coyote, Monsoon, shout out to you, cousin, for the donation. I've been saying for a while that OVO might really be over as a label and crew. Listen, are they even a label at this point? The only one eating is Drake, and he's not even eating anymore. He's starving. But appreciate you sending the donation. 100%. Because what you put out into the universe, you will get back. 100% sure. 100%. I'm 100% sure of that. They all got something to say, but notice how none of them won't say his name. Because then, Kimberly Renee 1485, they all got something to say, but notice how none of them won't say his name. None of them. They're scared to say his name. He done called all of y'all out by name. Crazy. They pussy. Got all that mouth, but scared to say that man name. Funny to me. And the last thing I got on my list is another court date change for Mr. BBL Drizzy. Drake's legal petition against Universal Music Group, Spotify, iHeartMedia, and whoever else he's suing was asked to reschedule again, and it was granted. BBL Drizzy is alleging industry systems artificially boosted the sales of Kendrick's Not Like Us diss track and intentionally defamed him. Whatever that means. Like you didn't intentionally defame Kendrick. The original hearing date requests to collect the evidence, because he's asking for evidence to try to prove that they did something shady. The original date was December 20th. That was changed to January 13th. And now it's changed again to January 28th because Drake's team asked for more time. They're not prepared. They're not prepared. Instead of preparing for court, him and his bald spots were spotted courtside at a basketball game with Mr. Top 5. So instead of getting your files together, this is what he was doing instead. Don't you got a court case to be prepared for? Okay, looking for your homework when you know you didn't do it. Scrambling for evidence. sir, please stop wasting our time. Like, you're literally wasting our time. Just take your L and move the fuck on. You are a sore loser. A sore loser. We are so tired of your shenanigans. It's not even funny. Like, it's not funny at all. You are a spoiled brat. He got that Beijing. They say he got that Beijing. Boy. And I have a question. I have a question for the cousins, y'all. So, Dog Ninja on Twitter, shout out to them. They had a good question, right? They said, so say like the petition goes through and it turns into an actual lawsuit. How do we think we move forward in hip hop with rap battles when labels are now involved? Do you think this will destroy rap battles moving forward? Like, labels don't want to become liable for like damages based on things an artist said in a diss track. So will they begin to prevent their artists from engaging in rap battles? Like, should they prevent their artists from engaging with rap battles? Because nigga, if you want to say somebody mama should die and then that person turn around and sue me, the label. So should labels be, if this goes through, will labels now have to prevent artists from engaging in rap battles? Like, I thought that was a good question. I feel like putting restrictions on one of like the core values of hip hop literally dismantles hip hop as a whole. To be a rapper and to be known as a rapper, in the beginning, you had to battle the nice dude from the block back in the day or in the lunchroom at school. And that was how people got their name up out there or to sharpen their skills. And when you have people who don't come from that cloth, don't understand the history, knows that it's a steel cage match, anything goes, we are now putting randoms in position to change or remove a core piece of hip hop's makeup. Like Crody, this motherfucker right here. Hold on, let me share this. This motherfucker right here in this turtleneck. Let's share this. This motherfucker right here, he never understood what it meant to spar or to be in a battle. He doesn't know the history of hip hop. And that was evident in how he responded to Control. And when Angie Martinez tried to explain to him that, no, Drake, there's no beef. Why are you getting your emotions in all of this? This is all in good fun. This is all to spar. This is all to sharpen your pen. Every single person either responded, took it on the chin, and moved on, and others responded. But no, instead of getting into the booth, you decided to cry like a Karen. Even with Angie Martinez explaining it to you, you still didn't get it. And it's because he does not come from that. He didn't study it. Now he is around battle rappers using them as ghostwriters and shit. Like, there's obviously like a lack of respect and honor for hip hop coming from this weirdo. And is he gonna be the reason why we no longer can have rap battles in hip hop from prominent artists? He done got his he thought he bullied the short bus shorty in Meek Mill. And then he ran into two psychopaths who snatched his ass from the back of his neck to the top of his forehead, snatched his ass bald. Now he want to run off the court with his basketball and tell. He wants to crumble hip hop, y'all. If he can't win, nobody else can win. You done benefited from this alleged system because that's how you know about it. You benefited from it for so many years, and once you can't benefit no more, you want to blow the whole shit up. School shooter style. This white man cannot be trusted. This white man can't be trusted. He cannot be trusted. So what will labels want to do if this president will set the tone for how we move forward? Are we just fucked? Is this no longer a core value of hip hop anymore? Because Mr. Crody got his ass whooped twice? You should have had better judgment. There's no reason why you should have thought you can go head up with Pusha T and fucking Kendrick Lamar. You make terrible decisions. And now you want to ruin everybody's life. Now you want to shoot up the whole school. This is crazy. But how y'all feel about that, cousin? I don't know if I started rambling, but how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that? That would low-key piss me the fuck off. That would piss me off. Hold on. I'm going to drop this link for anybody who want to come up and give their opinion on that topic, because I really want to know how y'all feel about that shit, because that low-key, when that question was asked, that low-key had me thinking, like, is this motherfucker going to ruin hip-hop? I don't think it's going to go through, but just let's say if it does happen. That's crazy. That is crazy. We let a cosplayer crumble hip-hop. Wild. Wild if you ask me. Crazy, crazy, crazy if you ask me. I don't like him, period dryer. That's his plan, but I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will go through as well, but that was just a thought. He thinks way too much of himself. He can't help himself. He is getting away with it because of who he is. If any other black rapper tried to sue, he wouldn't have been given any grace. No grace. Listen, we saw him get able to get away with blackface. That's just wild. A motherfucker can do blackface and get away with it? What? Hey, Threezo, what's up?
What up, dog?
What's going on? How we feeling?
I'm good. I just think, yeah, it is kind of like, you would kind of think like, is that where hip hop will be shifting to, where these labels aren't trying to invest in artists who trying to get into battles, or if they at that battle point where it's like it's about to be back and forth. But I don't think they can stop it if it was just to happen. I mean, people go back and forth on Twitter, and then, but as far as making songs, it's understandable because of the amount of money that's, like, in jeopardy of an artist losing notoriety and respect, kind of like what Drake have lost a lot of respect. But Drake is like, he made it like his a high school, like, they roasting in the lunchroom, and he got roasted too much, and he just was like, you know what, I'm going to the principal and let the principal deal with this, and then his suspensions came out. It seemed like that because he made it about gossiping, like he, it's like, man, you do know you went off and said this man was like a wife beater, and like he, all this type of disrespect. You even threw out his contract saying about, like having disputes and all that business that people probably didn't know about. Like, you made a lot of claims about this man, and even call him one of the worst. Like, he called him a woman beater, like he beat his woman, and you kept going about this, and even saying his child wasn't his. And it's like, man, everybody accepted that. We thought that was like over the top, but people accepted that. I mean, it happens in a rap battle. I don't even really think a lot of us even said like, oh yeah, that was a little too far. I mean, we kind of expected Drake to go that way of bringing in, speaking on Kendrick's wife, or and saying something about his family or something like that, like, because that's what he has, he's been known for. But it's like, man, you made claims about somebody that wasn't true. So why you can't accept the same thing? But maybe because a lot of things is going to stop you from getting other things to happen, because maybe he was trying to get a couple deals, and then maybe things they probably backed out on it because they felt like, okay, what they saying, this song is saying you's a pedophile. Maybe we can't do this type of deal with you. Maybe we kind of wait till it die down. Maybe it's that. Maybe he feeling like he lost out on a lot of stuff, not just, you know, in hip hop.
And to be honest, he, like I said, he makes the worst life decisions, because if you know you're in a contract negotiation, right? This is the period where you're negotiating. Why would you jump into a rap battle? Why don't you get your ducks in a row first, get your deals, whatever it is that you need to do, and then decide you want to do that? But because of the fact that he felt as though UMG would back him because he's the big dog over there, he makes them the most money, he thought it would be another Pusha T situation, which was stupid to me, because you know how big of an artist Kendrick Lamar is. Pusha T beat your ass, but it didn't really have a lasting effect on you because Pusha T is not as popular as you. So people kind of just like wrote it off like, okay, he whooped them, and then that's that, or whatever. But you're going against another mega star, and then you're going against a star who's not attached to anybody's label. He can do what the fuck he want to do. He just has distribution deals. Like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You thought UMG would be able to silence Kendrick, because that's basically what he wanted UMG to do. He wanted to be able to say whatever the fuck he wanted to say about Kendrick Lamar. He wanted to be able to say, oh, you beat your wife. Oh, you're a milkman. You only like mixed things. Oh, your kid isn't yours. You have issues with Top. You didn't jerk that in your contract. He wanted to be able to say all of those things about Kendrick Lamar, but he wanted UMG to put a gag order on Kendrick. The same way he's doing with Pusha T. Pusha T told us that every time he did a verse, UMG would block it. He wanted UMG to do the same thing. He wanted them to blackball Kendrick, and UMG said no.
Yeah, gloves was off. You can't expect no label like Universal to, when they see that amount of money is going to generate, you think they're going to stop anything? And then it's like, okay, if whoever wins this is good, I mean, they're going to make big money from it, but it don't hurt them. So it's like, why not let y'all fight? I mean, it's not going to hurt us. And they can't stop Kendrick for what he wanted to do anyway. For one, they just can't stop. They distribute. They had a distribution deal, I believe, with them. It's like they don't tell him when he can drop. He tell them when he want to drop, and then they make time to try to help promote and get things out there. That's the type of deal he has. He don't have that type of dealing that Drake has. Drake has like they his publishing and all that other stuff like that they own. Like you can't even drop without them really saying, hey, nah, we don't want that. Like, you try to put something on the internet, on your Instagram, and then have somebody on a YouTube drop a song or whatever it was, the video, like they stop that too. They own you, bro. Basically, they own your name, man, your likeness, everything about you.
That. You can't tell his fans that. His fans think because, oh, he got that $400 million contract, oh, he's untouchable. And I've been singing it from the mountaintop. Do y'all understand that man signed a slave contract, $400 million, and you think he's just going to be able to do what the fuck he want to do? That man was touring all those tours because he had to pay that loan back. A slave contract. Like, they're just delusional.
I think, like, you know, maybe he got to be one of the first artists that I think to sign a big deal like that. But he was so much in a rush. But it was a point before he signed that contract. I don't know what year it was, but the year that he was about to be a free agent. And it's like, man, you really could have changed the game. Like, Drake could have changed the game because his name, his brand, you know what I'm saying? But he decided to take that money.
It's the same time as Tidal. It was around the same time as Tidal. And that's why Jay-Z said in Boss, I think it's Boss on Everything Is Love, you rather work for the man instead of work with me, just to say that you basically you equal to me, and now you're fucked. Jay-Z literally says it in Boss, and he's talking about Drake. And now look at you, all these years later, look at you, you're fucked.
Okay, so that's why he started throwing subs back at Jay-Z after that. Yeah. What was that? Okay, that I never knew that. But Drake, he sold his soul for that. And it's like, man, you mad at the fact. I just don't believe I thought he was just overconfident because he started with little short jokes and he started talking about 50-50 splits. Like the song was basically about Kendrick having these problems that that he had with Chop, which Kendrick kind of spoke on a little bit on the Hard Part 6 of just getting things together, but it wasn't a problem. It was just like him telling, like, man, he want to own his own, like, you know what I'm saying? But you made it about that. You was overconfident. You dropped the tailor-made stuff. You really was overconfident with that, and then that didn't go right. And then here comes Kendrick with this song Euphoria, and then it just went. I don't feel like he was planning on that song really being like that, and Kendrick breaking him down as a person. And then we know what Not Like Us did. It destroyed everything that he thought he had going for himself, for taking a break for whatever amount of weeks and then go get back to the music. Nah, Kendrick destroyed all that. I just think he went into that battle overconfident and not knowing what type of person Kendrick was. That's his fault. Kendrick was well prepared, and Kendrick stayed quiet and just was waiting and then recording. I think that's what Kendrick was doing. He was like, all right, I'm ready to drop. And then on that random Tuesday, it went down. And then his career haven't been the same since that moment.
It hasn't. I honestly think Drake didn't realize what the fuck he was getting into. Like, I think he has too many yes men on his side, and then on top of the fact he was gonna lean into his power at UMG. Let me read this comment. Shout out to my girl Apsa. Drake has a lot of privilege by proximity. He mistook that for having actual power, but he's a hypocrite, and this strategy to sue is terrible and going to backfire terribly. 100%. But like I was saying, I feel like he was gonna lean into his power at UMG because he had already did it with Pusha T, and he didn't think that it would get this far. Like, he put all his eggs in one basket, and his red button was Family Matters. Like, that's all he really cared about. Like the push-up song, the tailor-made song, like he just teased those because he wanted to see what the reception was going to be. He had no idea what Kendrick Lamar was over there doing. Like, he really felt as though Kendrick Lamar had a 9-year-old song. You really think an artist like Kendrick Lamar is going to use a 9-year-old song? Like, how fucking delusional are you?
That's why I think, because he didn't do his homework. I don't think maybe they never worked in the studio to see how Kendrick really worked. Maybe he just thought, like, because he take hiatus from the music, but it was for the business part of why Kendrick didn't drop from 2018 all the way then to 2022. But he still dropped the soundtrack. He dropped songs for the soundtrack for Black Panther. Kendrick's been active, but it's like, what did you think? He wasn't going to have songs prepared for you? You think he was going to put out an old song? Like, this man has been ready to battle whoever.
That's what he really thought. That's what he really thought. Like, that's how I know all that. Oh, I'm a war general bullshit. No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. And then like you kind of hinted on this, and how you were saying how a lot of the stuff that Drake was saying is what he was going through. I've been saying that since the beginning of this whole thing. Like, J. Cole and Drake both projected a lot of the things that they said about Kendrick was personal digs at themselves. They projected onto Kendrick. Like, if you think about it, the issues with the splits, right? Drake, you're in a legal battle with UMG. You're fighting UMG behind the scene, but you want to make it appear to be another way. You say Kendrick Lamar's best friend is actually the father of his child, when we all know Adonis is only here because of a threesome with A$AP Rocky. And you didn't know if that was your son, where you had to take 5 different paternity tests.
Ooh, I know that. That's crazy, right there.
Issue situation. Kendrick doesn't have an issue with his identity. That's you who have an issue with your identity.
Struggling.
So many things onto Kendrick that they were facing themselves internally. J. Cole told me your music put people to sleep. Nigga, that's you. That's what people say about you.
Hey, even ain't about that. The Grammys. I'm telling you, it's insecurities. To me, they're shown from both of the rappers. J. Cole just got out the way, but they insecurities about the Grammy part, right? Y'all mad about that? This man not telling people to pick him for the Grammys. That get voted on. But
people actually like that bar. I don't understand how people actually like that bar. Like, y'all can't understand that comes from a place of bitterness. He literally stopped submitting to the Grammys because Kendrick keep whooping his ass in the Grammys. That's why he stopped submitting. And the year that Kendrick didn't submit, he decided to submit, and he still lost to Killer Mike.
Yeah. I think like with J. Cole, his insecurities showed a lot as well. Like, he was sneak dissing, and it was a lot of sneak dissing. He wouldn't probably admit it. The songs where he was getting at Kendrick, but it's like, man, it's just your insecurities, bro. You keep on talking about the best rapper alive. You so mad because a lot of people consider Kendrick the best rapper alive. He's saying he the best rapper alive. Why don't you go at this man? But you want to just do something like in a sneaky way and sneak this, and then here you go doing a song with Drake, and you sneak this him again with a backhanded compliment, and then say you the Muhammad Ali, this, that, and the third. All right, it's a witty way with words, but at the same time, Kendrick read between the lines, and he really was like, let's get this going. And that's why he said F the big three, because he really like, man, you've been really getting busy. I ain't gonna lie. You've been getting busy, bro, but let's get this going, because it ain't no big three, bro. It's just big me. Let me just make this like perfectly clear. And as light-skinned dudes as they are, the mixed dudes that they are, they didn't react like they reacted exactly how we kind of saying about the light-skinned dudes. Not all light-skinned dudes ain't like them, though. Let's not get it twisted. But y'all reacted like light-skinned dudes, bro. You go make a song. You showed your insecurities on the 7-minute drill, like, bro. You didn't even sound like you wanted to do it, and then you go tell us in front of your fan base, on the at the festival, that you had your mans and your peoples kind of told you need to get busy, bro. Go on and get at them. Why you didn't want to get at them yourself? That's why you didn't hear a diss song that sounded like, what we have heard from all the best rappers, Jadakiss, Nas, they all.
He just making up stuff.
Yeah, but I think he just listened to his friends, listened to the ones who kind of like was in his ear, gassing them over the years, and they the one that kind of probably was trying to amp you up to make you believe that you are better than Kendrick. Kendrick not really trying to say you not better than him. He's just saying he the best rapper.
He don't gotta say it. He knows you feel. He knows you feel I'm better, and you feel a type of way. And I've discussed this before with the cousins. I said, like, I think J. Cole's problem with Kendrick started during the same time as the Black Lives Matter situation. And I say this because I think what happened is J. Cole put out a song towards Michael Brown and the Black Lives Matter situation. Nobody really remembers the song. I don't even remember what the name is. Kayla, if you're in the comments, if you can drop the name of the song J. Cole put out
Wanna Be Free
around that time. What is it called?
Wanna Be Free.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It has the name Free in it. I think that's where his issue with Kendrick stems from, because he put out that song and it did okay. People didn't really react to it. The following couple months later, Kendrick drops All Right. It's fucking Kendrick didn't even drop that as a protest song. The people made it a protest song. And I think J. Cole has been upset ever since then, because why the fuck did y'all pick his song and not my song? And I intentionally put this song out.
Yeah.
Taylor, that's why I said I know you're gonna know it. But
because that song won a Grammy, then All Right won a Grammy, right?
I believe so, but I think he's been upset ever since that, because why did y'all pick him and not pick my song? I honestly think he's been despising Kendrick ever since that moment.
Yeah.
Since that moment.
But I think like J. Cole, he want to be liked so bad. And he's similar to Snoop Dogg, those type of people, like they want to be liked and they try so hard, but they come off like as snakes and they don't even know it. Like it's real snakish. Like, and then they act like, why he mad at me? Like J. Cole probably asks himself, why is Kendrick mad at me? Bro, you hanging out with somebody, you make it one, you on stage with somebody and y'all really showing, y'all giving each other all these flowers, and he have the like a total, Kendrick got this much of respect, zero respect for the dude you hanging out with and y'all friends. So he feel like, all right, that's cool. Just don't mention my name. And I feel like if he didn't mention his name, it'd been good. I don't even think first person shooter would have been a problem, yo. I really don't think first person shooter would have been a problem if J. Cole never said Kendrick's name, he wouldn't have put out well, he wouldn't have dropped that verse, and Future wouldn't have put out that song. I just don't think he would have did it.
I agree 100%. Kendrick probably isn't the type of person that will be like, oh, you cool with this nigga? Oh, I'm not gonna fuck with you no more. He's like, that's just y'all. That's kind of weird, but that's y'all. Like, didn't he even say it about Kanye? Kanye and Drake got back together. I didn't understand it, but cool. And he withdrew, and I don't know about the one for Texas, so we still have to keep a lookout for that one. But in the meantime, appreciate y'all who came and chilled with me for our first official scheduled stream. We will be back on Thursday as well, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure y'all are here. On the way out, please smash the like button if you haven't already. Shout out to everybody who sent in a donation. Again, a portion of the donations I received today is going to be going to Love and Ethos as listed right above. And I hope you have a good night, and I'll see y'all later. Take care.